There is a list of Pakistan terror proxies in the Kashmir Valley that has now been confirmed. At least 14 local active terrorists are in the crosshair of the Indian Armed Forces. And clearly remember that the agencies and the armed forces will be going after them, because the fact is, right now, amid the outrage, the anger, the distress that survivors and the families are facing, look at that. Faces being revealed, and this is, remember, all are confirmed names that have been now released via the agencies and the armed forces. And it's not that these terrorists can get away by indulging, supporting and being a part of the massacre of innocent people. The properties associated with them too are also now being bombed. That is the action that the security forces and the agencies are taking. These 14 are in the anti-terror dossier of the agencies and of the forces for offering logistics to Pakistan terrorists, for being a part of the module. And remember, at different junctures, different help that was given to the Pakistan-sponsored terrorists who carried out this specific carnage. Kamaljeet Sandhu is on the ground in the Kashmir Valley. Kamaljeet, tell me more. There had been assessment, there had been an intelligence input that there are active terrorists in the Kashmir Valley as much in Jammu region. What is being done with these names of 14 local terrorists that have come in?
One is the government crackdown, especially on those terrorists or those who were arranging logistical and providing not just guidance but also a support system. So the crackdown is on terror ecosystem of sorts. The list of 14 is out, and what we know is that the houses of at least 9 of these linked with terror organization have been razed across Kashmir Valley. So we've seen day in and day out this particular action taking place. But that's not it. Cross-border terror, proxy war, the sort of low-intensity conflict that Pakistan has always indulged in. But this has obviously paved way for such a terror attack to take place in Pahalgam. So definitely there seems to be action on ground, but there's also a thing that there are people like Adil Thokar who've been directly associated with the Pahalgam terror attack. Now he's from Bidbehara. What we saw is not only was his house razed, but there have been certain actions which is taking place on ground. Now they have been going through a list of people who've been actually going through the legal route of Attari-Wagah border and identified at least 300 nationals who have gone across. At least 40 of them were suspects. So these are deep-rooted assets which Pakistan developed. Now, for instance, Adil Thokar came back in 2024 through the LOC, and then thereafter he became active as a Lashkar terrorist. And this is where things are troublesome, because remember, he got in that particular module which unleashed this sort of a terror attack. Meanwhile, there is also the likes of Asif Sheikh who were spotted in Tral. So all these are now being associated, but around 140 terrorists who are active in Jammu and Kashmir, and around 70 to 80 of them are active in Kashmir Valley. So these are the support systems that Pakistan-based terror organizations continue to get from these local support systems. There's also a feeling that there is some sort of a synergy, because otherwise what we know is Lashkar-e-Taiba, TRF, Jaish-e-Mohammed, they are different. But at one point of time in Pakistan, they're coming through synergy. So this is where there is a synergetic effort between the armed forces, the security forces, to ensure they flush out. So what we've seen in all 20 districts of Jammu and Kashmir, there have been CASO, there have been hideouts being busted, there are search operations being carried out on a massive scale. So a whole lot of things are being
Keep tracking, Kamaljeet, because what you're revealing is very significant. Remember that there will be now multi-pronged approach that's coming in. India hasn't even taken a military decision yet with regard to Pakistan, but at least there will have to be a focus on the active local terrorists as well. Kamaljeet Sandhu continues to be with us, but 14 local active terrorists identified in Jammu and Kashmir, they were in the dossier of the agencies and armed forces. Now, for giving logistics, safe house, shelter and support. They have been on the kill list of the armed forces as well. In turn, this is what the security forces, the government, the administration has taken as a decision, that the properties associated with these terrorists are going to be blown up. That these terrorists cannot simply evade, go and take training and kill innocent people and believe that India will not take any action against them. All 14 face an imminent encounter. Now remember, terrorist life it's a short shelf life. Eventually the armed forces will get to them. But it's also a reminder that the properties back home that they have had will also be bombed.